Camera, are you going to be a problem tonight? Stay working. Let me check some settings here real quick. Let's see if I can't connect to this thing. I can't connect to it on my phone while it's tied into that. Well, let's hope it's going to continue working and not shut off here in 30 minutes or whatever. How is everyone today? Just want to get this one last dish cleaned up here before we get going. Welcome in, everyone. So there's wine tonight too. I didn't get that into the dinner command. As far as wines go, this is on the cheaper end. It's what used to be an $8 wine. I think it's closer to 12 now. Back in my day. Realtor. Ooh. What do we get from a realtor? Closer to work, further than work? Nice, Cosmic. What's Super Ultra Combo 2023? Nice, Nan Reader. Give that a moment longer. For Chipotle, huh? Chipotle 2? What Chipotle 2? Not familiar with Chipotle 2. That is amazing, Cosmic. I'm very happy for you. I'm envious. Cheers, everyone. Thank you for joining me today. Welcome in. That tied in nicely with the music. Sweet nectar. There's a chicken in the chicken. You. Ah. Oh, come on, reseal bag. Is that any better? Let's hope that goes away. I have no idea what started that off. I sincerely, like, wow. How to lose eyeballs on Twitch. Have lousy sound. Yep, that's what I want with chicken fingers. I am royally butchering this chicken. Then again, it doesn't have exactly the strongest of a rib cage there. Okay, where is the bone? I'm aware the camera is not working, folks. I'm just not dealing with it while I have chicken fingers. I'm gonna finish cutting up this bird and then we'll deal with it, because it's probably gonna be a minute or two project for me to clean up. And I don't mean my hands, although that'll take me a good 20 seconds or so, but the camera, I want to get into the settings on my phone real quick and see if I can't change the one setting that I think is causing me headaches tonight. But yeah, that's how one side of the bird is. That's how the other side is. Scramble, it's got some form of AI or something. It's watching what I'm doing. No offal with this, what I'm sort of sad about, because I guess there may be actually some left in here, but yeah, they left the kidneys in the bird. Yeah. Grab myself chicken stock out of the freezer while I'm at it. Alright, I'm going to rewash my hands again, and then we'll see what we can do here with their not a hero. making some progress. That wasn't progress I was looking for. Made me feel a little better though. Alright, we got those settings hopefully set. Now I just need to change one of my settings in my QR code. Okay. QR code is scanned. Stay still. I don't have a proper mount for this really set up. Hopefully I won't have to worry about that too much longer. Hello chat. Welcome in everyone. Well, that's rejoining us maybe. There we go. Let's go ahead and turn off that annoying autofocus here while I'm messing around with computers and video. Okay, so now the next question is, how much of this all am I going to use in tonight's dinner? Sort of thinking all of it. Sort of thinking all of it. Oh, this is going to need a bit of scrubbing. It's in need of attention. Since we're doing proper roux tonight, might as well measure mine out. Oh, really? Okay. I messed up, chat. This is an interesting recipe. I guess I'm gonna live with that. I could do some better fats than that, but we're gonna just stick with that, and we're gonna sear off our chicken in that. I know this is not the proper material to do this with, but that didn't help. This is really not the proper material to do this with, but maybe it'll be better. Still looking hazy. It's looking relatively clean, but it's hard to tell because it's black. So I'm just starting off by getting some color on this. Dad joke. That actually sort of works for a stream chat, but I put you into stream chat. You're not normally in stream chat. Rip that tenderloin. Here's the other half of it. I don't want to cook these to death. They're not cooked all the way through yet, but we're also getting pretty good color at this point. We're just searing these for the moment. You see, this is going to be our flavor pan. This is not going to be our roux pan. This is going to be our finished dish pan. What makes this an interesting dish, and rereading the recipe, reminding myself of this fact, the roux is cooked separately and added in almost like you would like a starch slurry. And so we're going to cook our roux in a separate pan and then add it, rather than the vast majority of times that I use a roux, the vast majority of recipes that have a roux, in my experience, they either start out with the roux, or it's some case where you saute a bunch of stuff and you sort of build the roux inside with all the veggies sauteed. We're doing them separately, but in reverse. It's still going to work, but it's just going to be different. I'm doing pretty good. Other than GoPro not wanting to cooperate. Now let's just hope that it's not going to overheat, because I'm not sure that I'm pretty sure I have the proper settings where it's not going to overheat like it was when I first started. But at least it's not going to auto shut off after 30 minutes now. The one side isn't nearly as colorful because the fat was folded over underneath it. I didn't set it down nicely. chef's also ready for some gin, but still have all this lovely coffee still first. So that's good. We got some good news to start off the stream today. I got stuff to explore in Minecraft tomorrow morning. I'm actually really sort of liking the whole Minecraft thing. I'm not 100% sure the schedule and me work yet. But as far as, you know, doing a couple of dedicated hours and then, okay, that's done, you know. I can come back to it tomorrow. Flame off on the pan for right now. Back over to the board for the moment. Gonna dice up some onion, some pepper, a lot of pepper. Some ways this is more that I'm looking at the ingredients of this and thinking about this and studying it. It's more like a, let's make a chicken stew while we're making a barbecue sauce. We've got a sauce that's heavy on tomatoes, vinegar, and mustard, and Carolina mustard. We don't have the sugar and we don't have the molasses, but we got the peppers, but we don't have the heat. I just want to be done with these onions. I went quick for the mute. It seems to stop again though. That makes me worried that the cable on my mic is going. Let's try this. Let's see how that works out for tonight. No. Maybe like this. I guess like this. I guess it's finally going on, like, this isn't because there's a problem with this cable. This is because I was trying to protect the cable. No more lav mic tonight. Well, actually, we still have a lav mic, but no actual lav mic microphone. I guess I still have that too. I can just go bye-bye. I don't know what was going on with that. Looking for the one I missed. There's always one. I don't know, this song sort of reminds me pretty heavily of a 311 song. Always one. This is the downside to these, where they're nice, they're cutesy, and you're only going to use a couple, but in a recipe like this, like, I don't think I'm even doing enough pepper in this. They're calling for 4 sweet peppers, whole sweet peppers, normal ones. I'm in the ballpark. Started talking, my slicing got smaller. fried rubberiness. It's not so bad with other drinks, but the real problem with drinking coffee in this kitchen with the window open, I have it blocked so you can't really open the window all the way anyways, but the airflow just comes straight down. Just right across my coffee. I'm waiting for this to warm up just a little bit more. So tempted to reuse the can, but no. Just no. It's a bad plan. No, not a drop on the floor. So we're debating what point we get started with the roux. Bay leaf. Turning the temp down. We're going down into simmer mode. Hit that with some garlic powder. Some red pepper flake. So this is primarily the only heat we're getting in this recipe, so I'm going to go a little heavy with this. It says to taste. Bit of freeze-dried thyme. Hey, John. Welcome, welcome. So we got bay leaf and thyme going there. Let's add some pepper. And a bit more salt since we've added tomatoes, half dozen other things since last time I added some salt. Actually, I think I want to use the small one for this. And it might need a clean out. Oh, hey there. Nice of that to cut my head off. At least it's working, chat. At least it's working. And we're going to add some chicken stock in with that. I don't know how much chicken stock it asked for, but it's getting the whole bag. I want to turn this down low, but not as low as it can go. These on nice even heat. I'm going to give that pan a moment to heat through and evenly heat through. That small cast iron over here, this is where we're going to be doing our roux tonight. We're going to be cooking this for a little bit, at least until the chicken stock gets all in there. I'm going to try and make the roux up entirely and then mix that in, and then give it a bit more of a cook with all the chicken in there. Oh, they got them much smaller than this one, John. This one's like perfect. I love that little one. That is like perfect for 2-3 eggs. Like if you want to do 2 nice sunny side up eggs, that pan is perfect. Just like this one up here is perfect if you want to do 2 chicken breasts. But they actually have, single egg cast iron pans. They're like, 3-4 inch pans. I have no idea how well they work last. They're usually pretty thin, which, I mean, you sort of want it to be thicker to be cast iron so that you get someone trying to use it just as a garnish. I'm there with you, John. Yeah, I just toss it in. It's nice to have that nice, the onsen perfectly poached egg. Which, if anyone's is unsure why onsen egg is a thing, it's an actual, it's what do you call it? A natural hot bath, a natural hot spring, a natural where the temperature in this one bath stays at the perfect temperature to poach eggs. And it's sort of like the mythical perfectly cooked egg is an onsen egg. I will start by heating up our oil here. I guess I could have used a 1/4 cup measure for this. was a bit loud. So when you're making your roux, this is perhaps slightly on the wet side for my tastes, but you do want it to be acting like wet sand. Yeah, I actually want to add a little more flour to this. This isn't enough flour. Now that's a little closer to what I think we should have here for our roux. You know, it spreads, it's liquidy, but it's got that sand-like texture, and through the spatula feel. You do not want to touch this, you do not want to feel this, you do not want this on your skin. Yep, John, you do not want this on your skin. The flour will stick to your skin and the oil will burn, and it will continue to burn, and it does not wash off easily. So when you throw it under water, you're just you just don't want this on you. It does get looser the hotter it is, so the more liquidy. Like this would, like your average roux, even just mixed up by itself without the heat, will be pretty much dry. And we're just gonna slowly cook this. It's already darkened a little bit from when I started. I know Buns just wants to look at the veggies. Are the veggies still cooking? They're still cooking. Sort of. Another thing I'll note or point out to chat, and sometimes you'll see it and sometimes you don't, but when I go around here, sometimes when I'm getting towards the end, you'll notice the wake and the area leading the front of this will have darker color than the rest because it's pulling up the stuff from the bottom here. Not really that time. There was a little bit of a darker streak to it, but no real actual color that time. can't turn away from the Roux long enough to get this bottle of wine open yet. There you go, some darker streaks there. Now we're starting to get some color change here. Now we're pretty solidly into at least the beginnings of peanut butter stage. I'm not unconvinced the certain population just burns their Roux. Now we're very solidly into some peanut butter color here. Yep, that's what I wanted to do with that cap right there. That's the perfect place for that. Now we're starting to get in some light mud colors here. This is getting a little darker than peanut butter in my mind now. You can also notice how it's almost sort of like dried up while still remaining liquidy paste. Like, you keeping chat in line there, Fluffy? Because I'm certainly not reading right now. So I sort of feel like this is sort of like the beginnings of a dark, or not a dark roux, a brown roux. I could feel Zeke's beginning to type before I even finished saying dark roux. But we're starting to get that popcorn smell, that solid, this has been cooked smell. Yeah, it does look a bit like melted chocolate. And go from milk chocolate to dark chocolate here. Looking a bit like chocolate pudding now. So I'm sort of happy with where this is for tonight's dinner. This is certainly not the darkest roux that I've made. It's a nice dark roux. It's not black. It's definitely a deep dark brown though. What do we think, chat? We approve of a medium dark roux, not a black gumbo dark roux, but well, let's make sure our other half here is up to full flame here once again and cooking. Pan is still hot, but the flame is off. So I'm still got to pay this some attention, but not as much as before. You can already see with the lower heat here how it's already started to loosen up, and next after loosening up now it'll then thicken. Making sure we're back up to heat over here before we try and add our roux into this. The thickening up part of this ain't gonna happen probably for us tonight because it's gonna stay too warm in that pan. But if you were to pour that in a glass pan or throw it in the refrigerator or something along that line, it would certainly, that would not be liquidy anymore. It would not be running anymore. That would be a solid puck. While that's heating up, I'm going to chop up an ingredient that I forgot to throw in here earlier. I saw that. Some lingua. We're making Carolina Bog. Seasonings, you'll notice the grind, the thickness and the large pieces of fat have a lot to do with the texture of the overall sausage when it's done. And that's actually probably the biggest difference. But yeah, the seasonings are all different depending on what you're doing. And the original cuts that they'll use to make it up with, which sort of leads to the whole fat thing to begin with. But often the different cuts will be the major thing you can write on paper that's different about it. You'll also get into different combinations of, this is probably a combination of pork and beef. And so you get different ratios, or it'll be lamb or goat or sheep or different curing too. Yes, dry cure, wet cure, dry in a casing, dry out of the casing. Your average hot dog doesn't have a casing at all in it anymore. Vast majority of hot dogs these days are cased in plastic, cured, and then the plastic is removed before they sell it. In many cases today. And then you'll get into states that all have different rules about what they are and what you can put in them. I'm talking about hot dogs there. Alright, I think that's enough for the coffee tonight. I think it's time for some booze. Oh, we can go ahead and throw this in. This is just gonna cook along with everything else here. Chat, do you prefer it like that, where it gets a little too blurry, but it's a bigger picture? Or more when it's zoomed out, more like that, but you have all the other oven, the rest of the range there? You're going to think twice about that a bit later on, Zeeks. This recipe is certainly not finished. Very unprofessional of me turning the bottle while I'm cutting this foil. Very unprofessional. I'm not doing a great job of pulling that foil off either. Welcome in, Ozzy. So I've had this before on stream. It's been a minute. It's probably been a year or so since I had it. I've liked it both times, especially for the price. Well, that's sort of, I disregard some of that from my stream here, AIM. I'm very much doing a, multi-week, I'm not someone doing weekend project meals, which I think a fair number of streamers do, which is awesome. I mean, a lot of people, you got a 5-day work week and you're dedicating that extra time. Amazing. But I'm just saying that they're different. It's sort of like being different from the YouTube videos where I don't hit pause and get to edit out all the mistakes and all the, stuff like that out. It just all happens. There's no finished roast in the oven. And if dinner doesn't turn out, dinner doesn't turn out. It's not, oh, we'll try that again tomorrow. Maybe we'll get a video out this week. Yeah, the brownie bomb. One of my earliest ones, and one of the ones that annoy me the most still today, was I did banana pancakes back in mixer days. And I didn't have a single one of them turn out looking nice, and I mean, they're pancakes. All right, we got this lovely mixture going here. And next going in here. It's me wishing that I did this in a larger pan, which is what's going to happen next. That was the mic I bumped. I was overloading that pan, AIM. I was going to have... Once I add the chicken back into that pan, there was no chance. I was almost to the top as it was. And we got some other things to add here. just berries, lots of dark berry. Little barrel spice, little spice, little heat. Definitely some tannins. Alright, we're going to add some wine to this party too. Have to be careful how I say tonight's wine name, because I wouldn't want to be caught saying I was drinking that. Alright, you got all that loveliness in there. Now it's time to add this loveliness in there. So we've got our dark roux here. Oops, wrong side. I'll leave the white meat out for right now. It doesn't need all the long cook. Rando. See how much wine I can splash all over. Now see, in person or without thinking about it, I have no problem saying that. The problem comes in when Twitch hears me saying that. Because they'll think I'm saying something else. Yeah, I realize the reality is Twitch probably doesn't care until someone complains. They don't want to... The more realistic answer there isn't that they don't care, is they don't want to waste the resources on it until someone's got a problem with it. Now that's looking considerably darker now. That roux darkened that up nicely. I don't know, is wine acceptable in gumbo? All those colorful sweet peppers all disappeared. Well, I've already put a cup in there, Zeeks. That was warmer than I thought that handle was. We're going to let this simmer for quite a bit. We're going to hang out for a little while. Allow this to do its thing. Gotta be careful how I grab this thing if I'm not using my lav mic. Oh, I wish there was some way that I could test that. Streaming! You can't test things unless you're streaming! I wish I had a good way to test that lav mic to see if it was the wire that was going on that. It's the only thing that I can really think of. And I really sort of like that little mic because it works a lot better than this one. This one connects a lot more, or it records a lot more of the ambient sound in the room. That was much more of a focus. Yeah, and I could probably take advantage of the fact that YouTube uses a different system where I can actually sort of like stream without actually streaming. Well, it's not just OBS, but my bots. My bots are all set up to automatically do things at the beginning of my stream because I don't want to bother writing out a daily tweet, which I can't do anymore, by the way. Their API is now blocking my bot from tweeting, so I'm not going live notices on Twitter anymore. I could probably find some way to work around that, but I'm not going to do that for that platform anymore. And to be frankly honest, what I've been kicking around in my head for a little while now, chat, is I don't know if I want to keep my affiliate status. I'm debating whether... I've been debating this for a couple of weeks now, and I'm going to continue debating over it for another couple of weeks here before I make a decision. But I don't know that the affiliate, ranking and all that. I mean, yes, I've got all the lovely emotes for you folks, and I've paid good money to have some of those emotes made. But I don't know if the trade-off there and the $10 or so I'm averaging on Prime subscriptions is worth that. I can only use Twitch exclusivity clause. Whether it's worth it to me for that. And I love having you on. I'm not saying that I'm leaving Twitch in any form, but I don't know that affiliate status and that subscription status and the emotes is worth more than me also broadcasting on YouTube, Kick, Trovo. Maybe we can get it, and maybe I can figure out stuff and go on to Bilibili or one of their other sites in China. I sort of am, AIM. I'm currently streaming every morning. Well, 5 days out of the week streaming Minecraft in the mornings on Kick and YouTube. And I'm sort of using that, even though it's not a direct correlation between what I'm doing here and what I'm doing there, but I'm comparing. And I would like anyone's honest opinions or thoughts on it, either here or in the Discord, if you want to give a longer thoughts on it. Oh, I've kept one on my stream for the longest time. I actually just took it off the other night, but I like the stats, but I don't like them up there all the time. I like how mine pop down. I've got mine set up so that we get someone new in chat, we get a raid, we get something along that line, we get new subscriptions, then the stats pop up. And again, I wouldn't be leaving Twitch, but it would likely mean losing emotes. Yeah, and I could encourage other types of subscriptions or funding if people would like to support the stream, but as I always say, I'm gonna survive without it. As I often say, my main reason for streaming actually is a lot more personal than it is financial. I'm recording what I'm doing here for my dinners. I have a record of that. I can, in the future, use AI to pull out all sorts of data. I can maybe, if AI content doesn't leap over quick enough, I can cut those using AI for short streams or short videos. And it keeps me exploring new things. You guys are challenging me with my weekly ingredient challenge. Keeps me cooking different things and motivating myself to be cooking more at home instead of, I'd just rather play Minecraft and order a pizza. Yep, that too, John. I get to meet all you lovely people that I haven't met before. Welcome in, Chuck. Yeah, I just, even keeping me from doing it at all, I mean, it has been months since I've ate in a restaurant. I've gotten into this conversation many times in the past. I am very much not unhappy with our current situation as far as what people are paid to make food. The fact that we're now getting into businesses not adding one surcharge but multiple surcharges. I'm much more of a fan of the rest of the world situation where they actually pay their staff. There isn't this, you gotta pay 20%. It's purely an American thing. I actually agree with it. A lot of Asians get labeled as poor tippers in the industry. Like, they get, I mean, it's just straight up racism, but on top of that, like, they get treated poorer because of that. Like, they get pawned off on the people that, like, the earners in the restaurant are gonna pawn those tables off on other people. And it's because in Asian cultures, tipping someone is actually an insult. It's like, here, I don't need this, here, you have it. And then I also have issue with all these delivery companies, but that's the end thing now. So it's already destroyed my industry. So hey, what can I do about it now? This is looking rather gumbo-esque. I mean, it's got that nice dark color to it. Well, people want the delivery, but it kills the social aspect. It kills the experience aspect of coming into, this cultured, like, this isn't the experience for most places. Well, to a certain degree, fast casual chain restaurants, there's certainly an experience built in, but fine dining, that whole, like the whole entrance to a linea sort of thing, that, yeah, made it more than barley stew and veggies, meh. Should have probably read that message through further before actually saying that like that. I'm sad that it didn't work out for you. And as far as it being like it's just the way the world works, I guess. It's not a toughie. It's the world evolves, things change, you have to evolve. The thing that irritates me, the thing that annoys me about this big boom in delivery and ghost kitchens, I mean, it's cool that now we can have, Mr. Big with his, restaurant nationwide without actually having more than, a handful of restaurants. But on the other hand, it means that, all of these small chefs, all these small cooks, all these, small family restaurants, small bars, that had, they had a set menu, but they had a little creativity of their own in doing specials or maybe changing things around a little bit of their own, are now going to be looking at working in places where they have no input whatsoever. They're just following a set doctrine, and they're doing nothing but promoting someone else's while they're performing an actual craft. But again, that's, the way people in the world work, I guess. We gotta evolve, we gotta change. We live in a world where Amazon is destroying Whole Foods, not where Whole Foods and other concepts like Whole Foods are thriving. Have a great night, Aim. Thanks for joining in. If you're interested in joining in again, you can give me a follow. I'll be back here on Sunday. I stream 4 nights a week. I'm also doing Monday through Saturday? No, Tuesday through Saturday Minecraft streams. In the morning, sometime 9 to 11. YouTube and Kick. Other than the Discord, you can find me as Chef JT everywhere. I don't necessarily update everywhere, but I have pages most everywhere. I gotta chill on this wine. That's the last of the wine for dinner tonight. But we've been cooking this for a minute. We've got our I think I'm going to move on to making some rice here. Just for the record, Lundberg, I hate your closers. I don't like your bag packaging whatsoever. Love your products. Hate your packaging. That is basmati rice. Organic basmati. Still a gumbo? I bought that bottle of Dijon mustard just because this recipe calls for a half cup. For any of those, you're listening? Half cup of mustard. And not just mustard, the recipe calls specifically for Dijon. Which, you know, if you know Dijon, you're getting that nice little horseradishy tang to your mustard going on there. Some actual yeah, Zeeks, in this recipe, the mustard is our filet powder. We're adding our mustard and our vinegar at the very end here. Oh, gee, I wonder what that scramble is. I have no idea what that is. It couldn't possibly be one of the ingredients currently being voted on in the ingredient challenge. No. No. I got a cucumber in the fridge that I don't know what I'm going to do with. And I bought it just because I didn't want to buy just one cucumber for some reason. Like, I hate that mentality that gets me to buy more, gets to buy double. No one just buys one. No, I can't do that, Buns. It won't fit there. Maybe I just sniff it, it won't go down as quickly. Because I don't have another bottle of wine to open. Okay, chat, we broke that. Oh, chat. Oh, I know, Zeeks. They actually tend to have a little bit more of a skin to them. They're more durable, so they don't wrap them in plastic. Buns. Nice. Just sniping the crowd. Gonna go ahead and add our chicken breasts in there. Like, if I wasn't streaming, however would we have this conversation? I mean, there's so many benefits to my life. And that just stopped the music, didn't it? Chat, please tell me someone gets this one too. Like, these are the easiest scrambles that I've seen. Thank you. Appreciate all you hanging out with me too. I mean, that's what makes this awesome. We're getting there. Next month is 3 years on Twitch. Four years streaming. I'm actually surprised this didn't thicken up more from the roof. I mean, we got a decent thickness there. That isn't exactly water going on there. But maybe I went too dark with my roof for this? Maybe people in Carolina don't expect people to actually make a dark roux. Oh yeah, Zeke. Yeah, most certainly. If you're something that I didn't cover earlier in the stream or mention earlier in the stream, dark roux are most certainly for the flavor. They're for the nuttiness. They're there for that cooked flour flavor. But yeah, it doesn't thicken much. You gotta actually, like, that's actually the first time I've heard someone saying they actually add a second thickener. It makes sense when it comes to a dark roux. If you're going for a dark roux, it's not going to thicken much. I can't drink anymore. I need more with my dinner. Yep. I actually did that with my stew the other night. I ended up smashing some of the taters. For those keeping a clock, we got about another 5 minutes here on our rice until I'm going to be plating up. Out of curiosity, chat. Oh, actually, another one that I can be streaming too, if I'm not affiliate here, is Facebook too. Not that Facebook is, I have any love for Facebook whatsoever. I've actually spent the last several years locked out of my Facebook because I was unwilling to give them my driver's license in order to get back into my account. But yeah, that's also on the list of things that I could be streaming to in addition to Twitch if I didn't have that affiliate. So I'm like, is it really worth it for that $10 versus emergency cornstarch? It goes quick when you start frying with it, so buying it in bulk just for keeping it around, you can go through it quick enough. Yeah, I don't really advocate Facebook. It's more, I was saying, that's just another place that I could be on top of here. I mean, we're starting to get into, with the number that I'm talking about here, into computing power and how powerful a streaming PC I have, but yeah, Facebook, I don't think Facebook is going to continue with streaming. They were paying quite a few people to jump over there. Like, they were paying a good portion of people from NoPixel to be streaming on Facebook, and they were like their top streamers. And they're all coming back to Twitch now because I don't think Facebook is continuing their contracts. They got rid of their app, at least their separate app for streaming for Facebook gaming. On, I don't know if it's both Apple and Android, but I think they got rid of Apple. Facebook, like, I haven't spent a lot of time watching streams on Facebook, and when it comes to food or IRL streams, Facebook's discovery is horrid. For gaming, it's slightly better, but like at the same time, like I haven't spent enough time watching streams on Facebook, but things like just mentioning someone in chat and notifying them, sort of like really? I'm shocked that businesses haven't gone through into Facebook and just notified everyone, into streams that are relevant to their company. Well, that's what I'm getting at, Zeeks. Is it really worth it to me for the Amazon Prime subscriptions? Because I mean, the subscriptions, I'm under the assumption that the subscriptions would stay in some form somewhere, but the Prime ones are, sort of like the Amazon, frosting. They're what's really keeping people locked in. Dad joke, no. Just no Disney jokes, please. No Disney jokes. Prime subs. If you have an Amazon, this is something that I never say on stream. There's streamers that say this like every hour on the hour, but if you have an Amazon Prime account, you are eligible for one free monthly subscription on Twitch that you have to renew every month. And so it is a benefit to you if you have Amazon Prime to subscribe to your favorite streamer, but it is, like I said, is that worth the exclusivity? I'm not sure, Zeeks. I'm pretty sure, well, nowadays they're certainly not going to do that with inflation the last year, but prior to this year, I don't know. And I sort of assumed that was where Microsoft was headed as far as Mixer was concerned until they decided it was better to just write it off for the taxes. Yeah, I'm not a giant fan of YouTube either. Like, I used to be a giant fan of YouTube, but now YouTube is set in its sort of place, and they're looking for that extra income that they got the stock market saying, give us more money. And so while I was happily willing to subscribe to YouTube TV back in the day, the price of YouTube TV is now at least twice as much as it was when I was subscribing to it initially. And I have zero, I don't, why do I want to spend more money for a more expensive YouTube TV contract now when they're putting all of the Discovery stuff for free on YouTube? Like, that was the real reason that they gave as an excuse for upping the rates was, we're adding all of the Discovery TV stuff. You're going to get, Deadliest Catch and all the, reality TV stuff that I don't watch. Reality, I just want a cheap service that's going to give me CNBC and a couple of other, CNBC, Fox Business, and, maybe PBS. half cup of mustard going into this. Half cup of Dijon mustard going into this. This is how you know we're in Carolina. This is how you know this is a Carolina recipe. Have a feeling my mother would strongly disagree with you, Cosmic. Oh, and we're adding a little vinegar in here too. Okay, that's got more heat to it than I expected. Got some nice basmati here. Is the music playing, or am I just not hearing anything? Yeah, I'm barely hearing anything. There we go. And that's why we're making sure this is cooked through. Because it isn't cooked through. I don't know if that comes through well on stream or not, but chicken breast actually, even though it's been sitting there in that bubbling liquid, is not actually all the way cooked through. That right there probably cooked it through. But before that, to bring this back up to a boil temp here. Increasing the heat there. I had it at a relatively low heat. Now I'm cranking it up to finish it off. Oh, that's what I can do while we're waiting on that. That isn't a very good choice for that. I grabbed that without looking at it, what I was grabbing. I didn't look at those either. Yeah, that was sort of like wasting my time too. Sort of tempted to put the green onions just on the rice and then pour it over the top. I'm just giving this a moment to fully heat through here. Make sure it's all up to temp. Looking forward to Sunday. It's been a minute since I've done some duck. I think it's been since Thanksgiving last year that I did duck. You can expect Sunday to probably be on the longer end of streams too. Yeah, it doesn't hurt having Liberty Duck in Sonoma County. Yeah. Mary's also sells duck. I know Whole Foods has them. They're probably pretty available. I mean, Mary's Organic Chicken, I think, is nationwide. But some of these, the economics just doesn't work out. Like, you know, we want food all the time. And, you know, like when it comes to turkey, it doesn't make sense for you to harvest turkey more than once a year. as a farmer, as a rancher. And so the idea that you're going to harvest turkey seasonally in order to keep it available to the public, that's why Thanksgiving is such a thing here in the U.S., by the way, is, you know, we're going to harvest our turkeys and we're going to sell them all on Thanksgiving. It's the only time that you can find organic turkey regularly in the U.S. Alright, so I think we're going to go with this here. We got this up to temp again. And so there we got it, chat. There is dinner for tonight. There we go, folks. There's our first Roux dinner of the week. My take, or my version of a Carolina bog chicken. We got our linguina, chicken, our dark roux. We got wine, we got all those veggies, we got all that sweet pepper in there. That's got a decent amount of heat for not having any like hot peppers in it. Like, it was all sweet pepper stuff. There was some red pepper flake, but there wasn't any like, I don't know if the music just stopped there or not. I hope it didn't. It looks like it did. Yeah, so I'm gonna go and enjoy this now. Maybe play some late night Minecraft. I don't know what I'm gonna do tonight. I don't know what I'm up to. I hope you come back to join me on Sunday. I'm going to be cooking back here on Twitch on Sunday. I'll be live on Kick and YouTube doing Minecraft tomorrow. But yeah, Sunday probably going to be a longer stream. Going to be roasting a whole duck, or at least that's the plan. I haven't bought it yet, so hopefully I can find one. I used to be able to find them easy. Going to be roasting a whole duck. Going to be then turning that into a gumbo. Also going to be using any of the scraps left over from that in a hash on Tuesday. And then on Wednesday we got the ingredient challenge. Doing Minecraft streams Tuesday through Saturday. And yeah. Thank you all for joining me. I hope you all have a lovely evening. Good night.